Unfortunately for the US market, we tend to not get the best wagons that Europe has to offer, and that's because we don't like wagons. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans have that opinion, but we really need to change that perception, and Audi thankfully has been bringing the Allroad to the US. Audi actually made the vehicle a little bit more crossover-like. It's about 1.3 inches higher versus the A4 sedan. It gives you a little bit more ground clearance. It even comes with an off-road mode for those of you who want to take this bad boy wagon off-road. Now, in terms of the design, it certainly has that very conservatively handsome design language that Audis are known for. It's dominated the front with this corporate single-frame grille, updated versions of the company's signature LED-accented headlights with full LEDs available on the higher-end trims. Now, one thing that differentiates again the Audi A4 Allroad from its regular A4 sedans, if you look around the side, you do have a plastic gray cladding that goes around the lower rocker panels and the fenders. It gives the car a more rugged, more SUV-like look again, because here in the US, wagon is a dirty word. Now, underneath the hood of this all-new A4, you'll find a plethora of new engines. For the US market, expect the 2-liter turbocharged direct injection 4-cylinder that we all know to be the standard offering. It'll produce a now updated 252 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Now, despite diesel being a dirty word here in the US, or in all around the world really, Audi is promising a TDI version to be back. It'll be the same corporate 2-liter TDI 4-cylinder diesel, producing about 150 horsepower. And when it comes to the transmission, Audi has actually updated the transmission for the base gasoline 2-liter. All of them now come standard with a 7-speed dual-clutch automated manual that replaces the 8-speed automatic in the previous generation. Now, overall, the proportions of the wagon really haven't changed. It certainly looks very handsome. It'll definitely appeal to that niche buyer who loves wagons, specifically me. But let's take a look at the interior and see some of the changes that Audi has made for this new model. So for the inside, Audis are pretty well known for having exquisite interiors, and this all-new Allroad is certainly no exception. You have the latest in terms of Audi's technology, Audi's latest design interface. The one thing that stands out the most in this cabin is their 12-inch virtual cockpit display in the instrumentation panel. It basically replaces those traditional gauges with a full LCD panel, and it looks fantastic. It definitely gives this car an edge over some of its competitors. Now, another thing that will also stand out compared to the TT, which doesn't have the screen in the center stack, the A4 and Allroad gives you a new widescreen LCD display here that does pop in and out. It's very reminiscent of what you're going to get in the A6. In fact, this whole cabin feels like I'm sitting in the larger A6 versus the smaller A4. The rest of this interior certainly looks very nice compared to the current Class C, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class cabin. I definitely think the Audi feels just as classy. It just has a little bit more of an understated, less blingy feel than the Mercedes. And again, there are some buyers that prefer this look as opposed to the flashy Mercedes. The rest of the Audi strengths are here. The seats are very comfortable. There's very nice materials on the dash, a soft touch. You have real aluminum accents here and there. I love the suede Alcantara you'll find on the door panels, along with the really nice filling window switches. The controller here for the screen is Audi's latest MMI interface here with the handwriting pad. It has a click wheel here that scrolls and pivots. The transmission selector, this is a new 7-speed dual-clutch automated manual, replacing the old 8-speed automatic. It's controlled with this new, or the corporate Audi controller, or drive selector system here, which kind of feels like a joystick, very similar, a combination to what like a BMW will give you with their joystick controller. And overall, I really like the cabin of this new Allroad. This panoramic sunroof that's available on some models definitely adds a lot more light into the cabin. And compared with the sedan, the Allroad gives you that wagon versatility. Out back, you get 17.8 cubic feet of space with the second row up. Fold them down, you're going to get 53 cubic feet of space. So you can't get that with a sedan. It's one of the reasons why you should definitely add a wagon to your list if you guys are looking for the ultimate in terms of a family-friendly vehicle.